Keep in mind that these videos are filmed something like 17 or 18 miles down the interstate from downtown Nashville, Tennessee, which during the exact time this is being filmed, our president, your president, Mr. Donald J. Trump, is here in Nashville doing his thing. So this is being filmed during a very historic time. That has nothing to do with this video, though. Instead, we're of course going to talk about hair loss, because what else would we talk about? Now, I was thinking back on this story, and it's dumb. I admit it's a dumb thing, but I'm just wondering if anyone, in the event that you can relate to this, that you've thought about this, I make this video for you. So I think back to my high school days. Now keep in mind, with me being 35, I say that like in every video, by the way. What that means is I was a teenager in the late 90s. The best time to be a late teenager based on the music that was out. And at the church that I went to growing up, there was this one man. I couldn't even tell you his name. I never knew it. But he would always walk up to the front, because at our church they had like the offering plates that you put money in. And he was one of the main guys that would do that. And what I remember about him is like his hair was like black, curly, bushy, like really cool afro kind of hair situation going on. I mean, he was a white man, if I need to say that. But he was going bald. And like, I'd say something like a Norwood 4 or 5. Like, he didn't, like, it was like, you know, like no hair on this, but all the rest, he had afro, basically. Like a cool, like post 1970s kind of thing. And by the way, if you need to correct me on the Norwood stats, that's fine. I don't care. My point is, he didn't have hair on this whole part of his head. That's what I'm getting at. But the rest, he just had all this. And I remember, as a teenager, let's say I was 15, so this has been like 1996. I remember, every time I saw him, I would always think to myself, well, that's not fair. That can't happen. If you have hair that cool, you can't go bald. That's not right. You can't go bald. Surely, if you're born with really cool hair, you should just get to keep your hair. And and today, you know, it's been over 20 years later, and now I'm realizing, no, it doesn't matter how cool your hair is that you're born with. You can lose it anyway. And I guess what made me think about this stupid story is that, you know, my hair has some wave, some curl to it, and I'm like, but I have good hair. Like, it can't leave me. Like, hair loss doesn't discriminate against you having good hair or not. Like, you could be blessed with like for me, I know this may sound funny, but I like put a higher value on curly hair. I just think curly hair is awesome. It's like the best hair to have, no matter what color it is. If it's curly hair, awesome. Because ultimately, especially if you're a guy, you don't really even have to fix it. It's just there. As long as you don't lose your hair, it's just there. And it just looks cool. Like, I'm thinking about, like, right now, the guy from Gremlins, that movie. He just had this hair, just like this loaf. Like, I think that is awesome hair, curly hair. So I have a little bit of curl on mine. And so as I, you know, look every day at my newest hair loss, I'm realizing that, because my curl is like right here, a lot of it. And like, we're getting into like, that's the strike zone right there. So my curl is starting to go away right there, a big bulk of it. And man, that's just how it is, though. If you're a guy, if you're a man of European descent, it doesn't matter how cool your hair is that you're born with. Man, it's almost like pretty much by the time you're 18, you have to just be willing to part ways with it if you're not already starting to notice any signs of hair loss, which a lot of you are and have expressed that to me. Whereas for me, it was really 18, which the first signs of it started happening for me. But hair loss doesn't discriminate against those with good hair. I mean, and you know, once you start losing your hair, then you think, man, I don't care what my hair looks like. And I've even heard somebody say this. I don't care what color my hair is. I don't care if it's all white. If I just had hair. And it's funny because, like, Steve Martin, how old was he when he like basically went all gray? Like, wasn't he mainly gray by The Jerk in 1979 or getting there? But it goes back to that theory that not everyone agrees with me on, that people that are more likely to lose their hair are less likely to go gray. And see, that's the thing. Let me close with this. when I talk about these theories about hair loss, I am not saying that it's always the case. I'm simply presenting a theory to say, I've noticed a pattern. For the most part, if this is the thing, then this is the thing. So yeah, you'll always be able to find exceptions to pretty much anything in the world. But yeah, I still hold true to that. I have noticed that when you are less likely to go gray, because look at me, I'm a month away from turning 36. You don't see any gray hairs. And I mean, on my beard, yeah, but you don't see any on my hair, you know? But I am losing my hair. But I just feel the people that I know that have full heads of hair also are more likely to go gray. So that's what's going through my head right now about all that. So hair loss does not discriminate. It doesn't matter how cool hair you are. If you're a guy and you're of European descent, then pretty much you're in the same boat as me, or you soon will be, or you've been in that boat longer than I have. And that's why we're the Brotherhood of the Hair Loss.